So we have Claude Gordon, B-flat trumpet. This is the after Schilke era. This is the Selmer Claude Gordon. Very easy to recognize one of Claude's designs because you often see this reversed second valve slide, so it's pointing toward the bell instead of back at the mouthpiece. And let's take a few moments to check this horn out. This is a .470, so it's a very large bore. By modern standards, that's as big as it gets. You see that the instrument itself, this is made in America. Claude Gordon's name up here on the lead pipe at the receiver. Beautifully finished, of course, in silver. This is a very, very lightweight horn. Not exactly paper thin, but the bell is super thin on this horn. In this specific one, the bell had sustained some damage, which has been repaired, but there's still evidence of that repair, as you'll see in some of the waves along the bell. But the horn plays very open, very nicely. So even though the bell has been damaged and repaired, has a big sound, and when you put a little bit more air into it, it really lights up. It really gets actually very bright, very brilliant sounding. Very nice and open in a low range. So you give it a little go, push down the pedal a little bit, the horn really speaks clear, it speaks nice, it's loud. Really a brilliant, very bright, nice sounding horn. Super easy to play. Valves, everything on it, very positive, very progressive. The thing that would surprise you the most about this horn, if you had it in your hands, instead of mine obviously, is that this horn is really lightweight, much lighter weight than a typical trumpet. It's a standard trumpet, so compared to a Bach or a Getzen, super lightweight. You put your finger in here, you can basically see it moving on the other side of the bell when you rub it in here. So it's not paper thin, but very close to it, as mentioned before. The other thing that you notice, especially when you play low, and I think it's because this horn is so lightweight, when you play low, you can actually feel this thing vibrating. So I guess as the nodes, the sound waves are going through the horn, you can actually feel the horn vibrate in your hands on low notes. It's very different. I guess it's kind of like driving a car that has really good steering where you can feel everything. It doesn't feel dead like a big old Buick or something that just floats down the road, but a sports car where you turn it very slightly and you can feel every little bit of the road. This is kind of similar. This is, I think that's a good analogy because this horn really feels different than any other trumpet that I've played. The Claude Gordon Bench was a lighter weight horn. I really don't know specifics how that compares to this when it comes to specifications, but what I can tell you is this horn is really delightful to play, really great response, a lot of confidence with this horn, and you would probably really like playing it. It's nice. Just a little comparison now. I'll play the my Romeo Adachi, which is a 465 bore. Obviously a different finish, different horn, just so you can hear the difference. The Gordon actually is more open, so there's definitely more air going through this horn. It's definitely brighter. I've never thought of the Romeo Adachi as being restrictive at all, because compared to a medium-large bore, it's really open. But this is even more open, so I guess it's something that I prefer. And I presume that you'll be able to hear the difference, because they definitely do sound different.